All right, guys. So some of you have tagged me in a story on Twitter about LeBron James and his comments about Brittney Griner and her situation going on in Russia. And I wasn't going to make a video about his comments immediately because I wanted to hear the full context of what LeBron James said. Okay, now here's the issue. LeBron James is already walking back the comments, right, that he said about Brittney Griner, in which he basically said that if he was her, he would question whether or not he would actually want to return back to the United States. Now, as you guys should know or be aware of, Brittney Griner is locked up in a Russian prison, or she's in Russian jail. She's detained, whatever you want to call it, because of some illegal activities that she participated in which she allegedly brought in illegal substances into the country. Okay, that is what she did allegedly. Okay, and again, LeBron James made comments suggesting that if he was her, he wouldn't even want to come back to the United States, which again are pretty shocking considering the situation that she's in, but also not very shocking because we all know LeBron James's history of making stupid comments on political issues. So I want to talk about that. But before I get into this, I just want to let you guys know that I am sick, and I apologize if my voice doesn't sound right, or I'm sniffling or coughing or whatever in the video. Again, I don't think I have COVID. However, I will get tested and see what's going on, but I am sick. And I also want to mention that if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you could do so using the links in the description below. You can support the Patreon, you can support the PayPal, you can support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you would like to do so, including getting one of my signature racist mugs, which is a daily reminder of the 2022 definition of racist according to the left, which is anybody who disagrees with the Democrat Party. You can also check out some of my shirts like this one, which says "End Woke Supremacy." Okay, so you can check that out at gforemanbcp.com. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm going to go ahead and play the clip from LeBron James's new episode of his woke show called The Shop, in which he made these comments that suggest that if he was Brittney Griner, he would not want to come back to the United States. Take a look.
White people are collecting black art. Have you had to explain that ever to collectors?
It's not the responsibility of black folks to use their work as a teaching tool.
Brittney Griner, she is in Russia. She's been there
over 110 days. Now, how can she feel like America has her back? I would be feeling like, do I even want to go back to America?
No, not saying you got to be twice as good to get half as much. I always didn't like that saying. So I said, I just want to be twice as good because I want to be twice as good.
As a forward, you take risks all the time. If you're not taking risks, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, so as you see there, that is obviously a show about a bunch of rich black millionaires. I mean, I guess you consider LeBron James to be a billionaire, right? Allegedly he's a billionaire or something like that. Complaining about being oppressed. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You can be a millionaire in this country, right? In a country where you clearly have privilege, regardless of your skin color, right? Or your race or your sex or whatever. You have privilege because you're rich, right? These people still find things to complain about. It's absolutely amazing. Again, it's like I try to tell you guys, these people will never be satisfied. They will never be satisfied. No matter how good they have it, they will not ever be satisfied, okay? And LeBron James's comments about Brittney Griner basically support that statement in the sense that, you know, he's basically saying, look, if I was Brittney Griner, I don't know if I want to return to the United States because apparently he feels like the United States is not doing enough to get her out. But you would think that Brittney Griner in this situation, being in a foreign country, being locked up, not being able to get fair due process, right, the same way she would get in the United States, you would think she would actually be thinking the exact opposite. But because LeBron James is anti-American, he actually really doesn't like America. He likes China more, okay? He thinks that America is systemically racist and such a bad country. Even being locked up in a Russian prison or jail seems to be a better alternative than being in the United States, according to LeBron James. Again, you can't make this stuff up, man. I mean, this guy makes stupid comment after stupid comment after stupid comment, even in a series like The Shop, like something that's been pre-recorded. His directors, his advisors can look at it and say, hey, you know what? I'm not necessarily sure if this should be in the cut, right? We shouldn't just cut out this comment right here that LeBron James made, okay, without adding full additional context. But him coming out here and walking back these comments, which we're going to get into in a little bit, suggests that even in full context, what LeBron James said probably does sound like he hates America, that he's not fond of America because allegedly America is systemically racist, and they're not doing enough to get Brittney Griner out of Russia. So let's read a little bit about this. NBA star LeBron James questioned if WNBA star Brittney Griner should return to the United States whenever she is released from her incarceration in Russia. The Los Angeles Lakers star made the comment about the Phoenix Mercury star in a trailer for his show, The Shop, which is scheduled to air on Friday on Uninterrupted's YouTube channel. Quote, "Now, how can she feel like America has her back?" James said, "I would be feeling like, do I even want to go back to America?" Again, this guy, big brain LeBron James, is suggesting that being in a Russian prison, being incarcerated in Russia, is a better alternative than being in America, and that she shouldn't want to go back to America. Again, I really don't understand, why would you make these comments? Better yet, why would you make these comments and then clip them in a trailer just for them to be played out of context? Like, I mean, is this guy trying to get bashed as an anti-American athlete? Because that kind of seems to be what his brand is, right? But here's the thing. What they probably were thinking was that the wokes are going to love this, right? The wokes, the far leftist extremists that don't like America, that think America is systemically racist, they're going to love these comments from LeBron James. Him saying, I don't know if I even want to come back to America, right? You know, that's how bad America is. Again, this is going to backfire on LeBron James. Big time, right? Big time. James later took to Twitter to clarify his comments. Quote, "My comments on The Shop regarding Brittney Griner wasn't knocking our beautiful country," he tweeted. Quote, "I was simply saying how she probably feeling emotionally along with many other emotions, thoughts, etc. inside that cage she's been in for over 100 days. Long story short, quote, bring her home." Again, why would she be feeling that way? Okay, because she's the same person that basically said that the national anthem shouldn't be played at WNBA games. She was against the national anthem. She was bashing America, okay, when she was over here playing basketball. But now that she's locked up in Russia, she's begging the same country that she claims was so bad and so terrible when she had her freedom. She's begging that same country to get her out of jail, right? Bail me out of this foreign prison, okay? Brittney Griner, the person that, again, smeared America as being so bad for so-called minorities and oppressed people, okay? Again, it's amazing how that works. Beg America to come to the rescue when you're in trouble abroad, but when you're here in America and you have your freedom, let's bash America, okay? Let's make America seem like the worst place in the world. Again, according to Brittney Griner here, it seems like that Russian prison is probably a lot worse than America right now. You would think, because she's not actually getting fair due process according to the mainstream liberal media, right? Like, she's not going to get a fair trial. You would think that she would appreciate America and the freedoms that she had over here, okay? You would think that she would appreciate that. But again, LeBron James, because he's not very intelligent, he's not thinking that way. He's only thinking about, how woke can I be, right? This is an opportunity for me to bash America because I feel like they're not doing enough to actually get Brittney Griner back. And this is based off some comments that LeBron James has already made about the situation, right? Quote, "This isn't the first time LeBron James has commented on Griner's situation. In June, he demanded action from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to bring Griner back to the United States, although now he apparently wonders if she should come back to the U.S. Quote, "We need to come together and help do whatever we possibly can to bring BG home quickly and safely," James posted on Twitter. "Our voice as athletes is stronger together." Okay, so apparently, right, he's been demanding action from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to bring Brittney Griner home, right? Which, again, is hilarious because people like him are so anti-Trump, right? And the mainstream liberal media and all these people who are supporting Brittney Griner and now realizing that, wow, we also supported Biden, but Biden's a weakling. But when Trump was in office, every single time one of these famous black athletes got in trouble overseas, like A$AP Rocky or LeAngelo Ball, Trump came to the rescue, right? Trump came to the rescue. Allegedly, he was willing to have a trade war with Sweden over A$AP Rocky getting locked up, right? Apparently, he was willing to do that, allegedly. But Biden, on the other hand, it doesn't seem like he's really trying to lift a finger to get Brittney Griner out, even though, you know, I would have to question whether or not he really should make her a priority, considering how it's her own fault that she's in this situation, and that she should probably take some personal responsibility and accountability for her actions. However, again, we live in a country where you're not allowed to take personal responsibility or accountability for your actions if you sleep with people of the same sex, or if you have a certain skin color, or if you don't like your genitals. Apparently, you are not supposed to take personal responsibility and accountability, okay? That's just kind of how it goes, right? That's just kind of how it goes. And LeBron James's comments are an extension of this, right? All these people coming out here talking about bring her home, bring her home. None of these people are talking about the Americans, the other Americans that are locked up in Russia, okay? That we should also be giving attention to those people. And I'm not even the type of person that thinks that Brittney Griner shouldn't come home. She definitely should come home. We definitely should be trying to get her out, despite, again, the fact that it's her fault. But yeah, we definitely should try. However, we shouldn't be making her a priority over anybody else just because she's a WNBA athlete. Okay? But with that being said, I think that Brittney Griner, again, who was vehemently anti-American, is probably thinking the exact opposite of what LeBron James is saying, right? She's probably actually more appreciative of America. And, I don't think that when she eventually come home, because she will eventually come home, when she eventually comes home, I don't think she's going to be kneeling for the anthem or, talking about how terrible America is as a country. I don't think she's going to be saying that anymore. I think she's going to be grateful to be on American soil. She's probably going to get off the plane and kiss the American grass and thank God that she's an American, right? Thank God that she has the rights and privileges that she does here in this country that she doesn't have elsewhere around the world, right? Because ultimately, in the day, regardless of your oppressed status in this country, there's no better place on earth to be oppressed than in America, okay? There's no better place on earth to be black, LGBTQ, trans, a woman, whatever you want to call it, to be some type of so-called minority. There's no better place on earth than America. You're not going to be treated better anywhere else on the planet than here. That's just the facts. And I hope and pray that Brittney Griner has realized that, despite these idiotic comments from LeBron James, who, again, is pro-China and anti-American, and he has no problems showing that he's anti-American at every turn he gets. And this little walk back here, to me, is just him trying to get ahead of his comments, his extended comments, that is going to be aired on the shop, in which he probably says other things that are probably more anti-American. He probably bashes America even more in these comments. Wouldn't be surprised. So who knows? Maybe I'll be doing another video about this when the full context of what LeBron James said comes out. However, I did feel the need to go ahead and comment and respond to this because LeBron James is already walking back these statements, which suggests that in full context, those statements, it probably doesn't make LeBron James look any better, right? It probably makes him look like somebody that is anti-American, right? Which I kind of believe that he is at this point. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.